I need to check my boots, because I've really stepped in it now. Sawyer, I nudged you in the direction of the TTV title because I figured that the famed Clown Slayer could get a job as simple as that done, no problem. A Tuesday for you, if you will. I wanted to give you something to do in this shit show of a timeline we're living in. Something new to be proud of other than a two-bit comedy act. In the end, though, you couldn't get the job done, and I didn't even have to do anything. And you know why I didn't do anything to stop you, Sawyer? It's because I knew you'd fall short from the very beginning. But does anything really matter anymore? If you want to charge your way down to the ring and eviscerate me, I welcome it. You know where to find me. And Jaunt has called for a blood hunt against me. That's a blast from the fucking past. Haven't been the subject of one of those since a few years prior to MNW. You see, a blood hunt is when a vampire lord dedicates its entire existence to hunting down one particular prey. There is nowhere I can go at an MNW arena that will give me a moment's peace. But then, I haven't really had a moment's peace since I came back, so it's business as usual. Look around you, folks. There's no order anymore. Only chaos. So you might as well embrace it and enjoy the ride. I've faced down mighty enemies both inside and outside MNW. What the hell is fear to me at this point in my life? What the hell do I have to lose? Live as long as I have, and all the days and nights become a blur, and fights are just footnotes in history. So saith the Storm Crow.
To his dark eminence, Lord Regent Jaunt Tristan, it has come to my recent attention that you have made claim to a blood hunt, as is your proper right to do so. I would like to convey, in the strongest possible way, that I will not get in your way. In fact, I would like to join and assist you in your blood hunt. I am a Terminator after all. Seeking and terminating targets is what I do best, like a bloodhound on a fox hunt. Yes, perhaps we should coordinate our efforts. I will be the bloodhound, and you will be the aristocratic prick on a high horse, with our foxy prey being Jagger Blackthorn. I await to hear your response. Peace through tyranny, R. Sawyer. P.S. Robot emoji, wineglass emoji, wineglass emoji, vampire emoji. Doodles!
First things first. Albini, I would be more than happy to take a bite out of any flashbang strays that get in the way of my blood hunt. And before anyone doubts the validity of my right to hunt, let us consult my legal representation.
Alright, after a complete audit with MNW Legal, this document has been found legal as of MNW's foundational years, hereby inviting Multiverse Nexus wrestler Jaunt Tristan onto MNW property indefinitely.
Thank you, Mr. Wheeler. Have my waiters top off your drink. You see, my ties in wrestling go back. The 10s, the 90s, all the way back before wrestling even commercialized. Most of you would be surprised by the very old names I have on here. And this isn't just pomp and circumstance. This is to make sure I stay civil, so I don't paint the whole brand red with blood. Have fun trying to press charges. The law can't touch me. On the topic of civility, Sawyer, I've considered your offer, but no. I do not blame you for taking issue with Jagger, but I also do not need a +1. This isn't about pride. I must hunt his blood alone. To put it in familiar terms, it's a hard limit, coded into the very nature of what I am. And if that doesn't make sense, we can sort it out in the ring or at the cabaret. I'll even bring the drinks. Which leaves you, Jagger Blackthorn. And I am so very glad you understand how hopeless your situation is. But the truth is, it can always get worse. So if you accept the dark future ahead, let me be your doomsday.
Good evening, Multiverse, and welcome to another exciting episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini, who just wants to say, fine, whatever. You three, you know what? Jean, if you focus on just Jagger, who seems to be accepting of the situation, then that's fine. Just leave everyone else out of it, and that would be fantastic. And Sawyer, I would say you do you, but there are things that, you know what, we might talk after the show. With that said, outside of any vampiric blood hunts, what do you mean you've been wrestling since before? I wrestled in the night. Did we? You know what? Never mind. We have other things to worry about, folks. We have your main event, which will be a TTV championship match. TJ the Mint Gable versus a wrestler of his choice. And I have to be honest, folks, TJ has not yet told me who he wants to wrestle. I tried to check with him when we got in tonight, and he said, I'm still going over the short list. So, all right, well, but by the end of the show, I'm sure he'll pick somebody. Also, apparently, Sir Uncle Dunk is going to make an important announcement about the next contender for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And, well, we'll deal with that when we deal with that. Also, because we're on the road to Multivania, we are going to have a match tonight after intense in-ring encounter when Mega Rider Nexus takes on the Blue Hood. But folks, on a note of that moment, that intense encounter between the Mega Rider and the Hood happened after the stupendous return of Eustace J. Paragon. Folks, we haven't seen Paragon. I think it's been over a year since we last saw Paragon, but we've seen him, but not in ring. Until right now, folks, get ready for the in-ring return of Paragon. It's happening now. Let's head to ringside.
Your opening match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing Eustace J. Paragon.
Folks, it is the hero for hire back in the ring. And, I asked him, you want a tune-up match? And he went, no, give me someone who's got a little something interesting. So, he is going to face the multiversal ant. Already in the ring. So it's good to see him back, and it's because he's come back because of a lot of the as he puts it, malfeasance. And if he, as he pointed out, what the hell, Uncle's in charge, is I believe how he put it. And his music is still going. folks, we're getting a soundtrack. As he is driving the... Oh, and down goes the ant. Oh! Corkscrew leg takedown on the outside. I know the ref's doing a count. I can't hear it over the music, though. Oh, I can hear the crowd, though. Well, they're back in the ring. And, okay, so there we go. Song's over. And we heard that slam loud and clear. Into the ropes, and oh, twisting neck breaker! Stomping on the ant, which, you know, every school kid can relate to. The ant rolling to the... Paragon just letting him go. Oh! Never mind. Over the top. And a DDT. And Paragon just soaking it in, back in action, telling the ant, take your shot. And the ant obliges. As we get some ant action. Scoop slam. We're up to a 7 count. Somebody might want to consider getting back in the ring. And they do. Beating the count. 2. Kick out at 2. And the indie boot. And a kick out at 2. The multiversal ant surviving the indie boot. Paragon going up top. Oh! Boot to the head. Double boot to the head. Jake in the ropes. Jake leaps over the ant. Ant leaps over Jake. And a single leg takedown pushed off by the hero for hire. And, oh, working the arm. Oh! And what, Jake, what are you, or Paragon, Eustace, whatever I should call you. Oh! And going for the pin.
And your winner, Eustace J. Paragon.
Well, the Ant put on an impressive show, but the match goes to Paragon. Welcome back, Eustace. We need you. Well, with that, folks, we are off and running for tonight's festivities. And as we get ready to launch into the evening, the first thing, we have a message from Devin, who's got some things to say about the current situation and the state of the tag division.
You know what, Deanie? You're right. Maybe banging on your door needs to stop. After all, you're just a busy man, making matches and whatever. Well, I'm here right now to tell you and everyone, I'm done bothering you. Sending you letters, always at your door. So, Deanie, I'm giving you a break. So be happy. Because me and Jack, we decided on a different approach. This time, we're banging on the unit's door. So units, I hope you're nice and rested, because now it's your turn to feel chaos. So prepare for war.
I mean, on one hand, yeah, it's nice to not have him banging on the door. On the other hand, what does he mean by wait, what the hell? Oh, hell. No, Devin, no, that doesn't mean you can just storm the damn ring. I guess it's what he's doing, though. Like I said, chaos. And look, Jack and I, we're tired of this good sportsmanship crap that Tommy keeps trying to shove down our damn throats. No more. No more sportsmanship, no mercy, no forgiveness. No more waiting for what we're due. We have been owed a title shot for way too long. I don't care if we didn't win the tournament. The All-Odds got to skip the line last week. Why can't I? Why can't Jack and I do that? Feels like you're playing favorites. Now, of course, we saw how well that worked out for the All-Odds last week. Oh boy, that was a laugh. But if we don't get what we want, if we don't get the title shot we damn well deserve, no one in the tag division is going to have a moment's peace. Well, folks, looks like the units are answering, but not the unit you would expect. The Multiversal Tag Championship is held by Absolute Washington and Forrest the Fortress Wade. That is our TTV champion, TJ the Mint Gable, who has a title match tonight in the main event. So, I guess we're going to hear from TJ now on behalf of the units. of all the damn disrespect. I don't even mean to the units. I mean to Tommy. Just giving up on everything the first time life gets a little hard. Guess what? Life gets hard, Devin. That means you double down, you knuckle under, you do the work. But I guess that's too hard for you. I have done the work, Gable. I've been here week in, week out, putting in my time, putting on banger matches, and I keep getting glossed over. So that's why I'm out here asking, not demanding my due. Right, yeah, demanding your due. You know, I did a little bit of that. And I had to go through Eat Dirt, but you know what that got me? Got me a title. But I gotta say, I'm impressed you come out here. But here's something. Do you want to know who beat Tommy Black once? Oh, I know. No, I get it. You beat Tommy. Yeah, it was really impressive. Actually, it was kind of impressive. But look, I deserve a title shot. Jack and I have been waiting too long. So, are your boys going to give me what I deserve? I think you mean my brothers. And you know what? No, I don't think they're going to give you what you feel you deserve. But you know what? You're about to get Christmas in June, Devin. Because I promised Jerry I'd tell him who I wanted to face tonight in the main event. Oh, wait a minute. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Because, you know, we deserve the tag titles. But if you're putting up the TTV to Devin, then I will take that belt away from you. Because, you know, you always talk about being able to cash it in for something. Maybe then I can get some attention from the units. Well, look at you being so monofocused. But yeah, I need to get some defenses in before Multivania to do what I need to do. And so the first person I clearly need to shut the hell up is you, Devin. Oh, you've just made the biggest mistake of your career, Gable. Because I will put you down and take your belt. And then maybe I'll finally get some respect in this damn locker room. So you're on. You, me, main event. Like they say, let's do this. Oh, we're going to do it. You are going to be my third title defense. And when I am done with you, then I get to sit down with Jerry, respectfully, and work out who my fourth defense is going to be. Because make no mistake, I am going to Multivania. Well, folks, I guess I know what our main event is now. I told TJ anyone he wanted, and he has made it clear. So congratulations, Devin. You got a title defense tonight. Your main event. Devin of Shoot Nation taking on TJ the Mint Gable for the TTV Championship. And even through all of that, Gable is still focused on the tag titles. I'll give him credit. At least he's got some damn focus. So I guess we'll be dealing with that in our main event. In the meantime, we have to now get ready for our next matchup. Folks, I don't even know. I could go on. Now, I will say this. Later in our show, we are going to have a grudge match because the glorious Emperor Probunaga called out Alistair Evergreen. Evergreen has signaled he's ready. So tonight in your penultimate match, you're going to have the Hardcore Hound versus the Glorious Emperor. But before we even get there, we're going to have a matchup between the Outlaws and the rest of the Night's Watch. And in the meantime, we just got a social media post out from Forrest Wade saying, "We keep our eyes on the prize." And that is why you are champions right now, Forrest. That is why you are champions. But with that, folks, we are going to now go down to the ring. Well, actually, before we get there, also got a post out from somebody else we're going to see in action later tonight. Sergeant Major Payne saying, "Hey, Minty, if Ice still wants to duck me like the spineless little bitch he is, I can always fill in on one of those matches." I mean, that might happen. Although I should point out, Major, you got a match today, and also a little later, we are in fact going to be hearing from Nice Ice. So, y'all are getting ahead of yourselves, but that's fine. That is the excitement of live professional wrestling. In the meantime, we have a tag match we need to get to. So let's head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Night's Watch.
Gunnar Birch and Westwind coming down to face the Outlaws. Now, last week, Adrian Driscoll made an offer to Westwind, who is the first person to ever pin Driscoll in the ring, offering up a chance to take him even further. But for now, we haven't. Westwind hasn't made any response. But maybe we'll see.
And introducing their opponents, the Outlaws.
And the Outlaws, represented by Nakano Kirishima and CJR Killer. This is after a offer was made to Theron Markov. An offer to face him in a death match by Kane. And we're going to hear from Theron a little later in the show about that thought. So while both teams have other members involved in extracurricular activities, these two teams are going to face each other in the ring. And starting off will be Westwind versus CJR Keller. The Angel versus the Outlaw. And CJR coming out strong. Not even a 1 count, folks. And a series of clotheslines, but whatever follow. Oh, I was gonna say. Oh, these two are reversing each other like crazy. It is going at high speed, and a tag in with the Crimson Delinquent. Nakano keeping West Wind down. Scooping him up. Hung out to dry for the second time. Kick out at 1. And in comes CGR again. And CGR takes out Gunnar Birch and Westwind. Both are on the outside. Looks like Killer's gonna fly. Double axe handle, but caught in the gut by the Angel. And thrown against the apron, and now going after Gunnar, taking him down. CGR Killer's on fire. Yanking him into that clothesline. And back into the ring. And going after Birch again. Dropping him on the ring apron and breaking the count simultaneously. And so focused on Birch, he wasn't paying attention to Westwind. Who brings it back into the ring and basically lures Killer in. All right. With that corkscrew press. And now, finally, Gunnar Birch officially entering the match. And folks, it's now a hoss fight. DDT. Birch in the corner, but he's in his own corner. CGR basically saying, I don't care where we are. Just walking him around the ring like a scolded dog. And now into the Outlaws corner, not where Gunnar wants to be, and he knows it. Deciding he's had enough of that and tagging Westwind back in. Hot tag to Nakano. Oh, going for that flying kick, but countered by Nakano's so elevated drop kick. Jawbreaker. Into the ropes. And what a flip. Driving that knee into Westwind's gut. And the cutter. And Oh, getting Westwind into the corner, and Westwind said no. Arm drag takedown, folks. He is just showing how a cruiserweight takes care of a hoss. Oh, into the ref. Heavenward connects. Going for the pin. Broken up before a 1 count by CJR Killer. Tagging in Gunner. Gunner getting him from behind. Getting him on the apron. Flipping him back in. And now Nakano going for the pin. Kick out at 2. Working on the arm. And now just casually strolling to tag in his partner. Oh, it's that big boot. Kick out at 2. Apparently Gunner was waving off Westwind, saying he had it. And Gunner returning that favor from earlier. And now going after the Crimson Delinquent. Flipping him in while the legal man is getting counted outside. Gunner taking Nakano to the corner, ignoring the legal man, and oh, maybe not. Getting them in opposite corners. Interesting tactic by Birch, focusing on the not legal man. Oh, but never quite losing sight. Sound of silence. Kick out at 2 after hitting his finisher on CJR. Tagging in Westwind. Oh, bringing down CJR, going for the pin. 1 count. And there is the tag. Westwind bringing in Gunner again. Hitting him with the scoop slam. And heading upstairs. Gunner wanting CJR standing for this. Oh, and paid the price when CJR basically stepped aside. Dead or alive! Pinfall broken up by Westwind. Oh, going for the stomp. Gunner was ready. Clothesline with authority. Hammering him down. Reversal by Nakano. Gunner now in the bad part of town. Fighting his way out of the corner. Oh, over his knee. Hot tag to CJR while Gunner tags in Westwind. The big boot. Pinfall broken up by Gunner Birch. Went for the big boot, ducked by Westwind. Bringing him over. And now he's got him in the corner. And with that, Westwind has set up a perfect situation for Gunnar Birch. And going for the pin. Kick out at 2. Oh, throwing Birch into the ref. Birch was ready for him. DDT. CJR decides the best move is to head outside. Gunnar chasing him down. And again, yanking him into that DDT. Now Westwind helping. Throwing CJR back in the ring. And it's the sound of silence. And now Westwind coming in. Oh, going for the arm. And now the pin. Broken up by Nakano. CJR deciding he didn't like whatever it was Westwind was setting up. Rolled out only to get the kick and the shooting star press. And now Westwind just tagging in his partner. Oh, double axe handle. CJR focusing on Westwind. Not the legal man. CJR, it looks like Gunnar returning the favor, going after Nakano. That might have cost him getting into that scoop slam. Kick out at 2. And Snake Eyes in the corner. And dead or alive. But the pin broken up by Westwind. And now the Outlaws double teaming Gunnar on the outside. Oh, bouncing him off the Spanish announce table. Oh! And the sound of silence on the outside. And wait a minute. And CJR couldn't make the count.
And your winners, the Night's Watch.
Honestly, I don't think that's what they had planned. I think that Gunner fully expected CJR to get his ass back in the ring because he tagged in Westwind. But surprise, Gunner was wrong. CJR couldn't make the count. So victory to the Night's Watch. Although I think no one at this moment is as surprised as the Night's Watch. And folks, I have to. We're getting a message from the Murder Cave accounts. Greetings and salutations, MNW. I am Doomsayer. I wanted to take this moment while my creator is indisposed to inform you that Multivania is 47 days away. That's right, 47 days. Will you be ready? We certainly will be. Hashtag Murder Cave. Hashtag End of Days. Hashtag Isla Scorn. Hashtag Dr. Bannums says hi. No. Dr. Caliban has already said he is investigating with an associate whatever see if he can get a heads up of what the Murder Cave is planning this year. For those of you who don't know who Dr. Bannums is, Dr. Bannums is the clown doppelganger of Dr. Caliban. All right, you know what? We're gonna move on because I see that our next person who has scheduled some in-ring time is heading down to ringside. And folks, maybe we're gonna get some answers. I don't know. Get that off my screen. But folks, we're going to go down to ringside, and we're going to hear from the leader of the International Combat Club, Nice Ice. Oh, good evening, Multiverse. It is Nice Ice who is here to explain things. Because apparently you all need explanations. So first off, none of this, hooky-doo, hobmadob of trying to act like we're trying to hide things from people. Nice Ice does not hide things. So, yes, I ordered the attack on Sergeant Major Payne. There, are you happy? Nice Ice tells you truly he sent Glycerius down to deal with Sergeant Major Payne. But the blaming of Tiki the Troll was not our idea. That was completely made up by the Dark Lords and was not endorsed by the International Combat Club. Now, why did I have Glycerius attack Sergeant Major Payne? Well, I'm afraid that Sergeant Major Payne had grown a little cowardly. Was not being ready to put the boots to the butts, as it were. And worse, Sergeant Major Payne was unfaithful, like a bad dog who is ignoring his treats. The ICC is a bond of nations to show that all are equal, none are above the others. And even the morally righteous have to be shown that they do not get to look down on others. But while all are equal, the ICC should rightfully hold all of the power in MNW. And yet, we do not. Men who have worked hard, earned their spots. They must all take lessons. Okay. Nice Ice, would you... No, Nice Ice. Hang on. Where are you going? Nice Ice! Nice Ice, get back in that ring. I don't feel you've explained enough. I still have questions. Oh, fine. If Jerry's going to bellyache... Okay. There are lessons, and people need to learn them. And then move on to greater prospects. But Sergeant Major Payne would rather leave an impudent rich man in charge. He would rather let the capitalist pig, Sir Uncle Dunk, run things, rather than do what needs to be done to get the job done as Nice Ice has so clearly been guiding him to. But that was okay. Nice Ice is a generous man. Nice Ice shall allow Sergeant Major Payne one last chance to return to the warm and caring embrace of the international combat clubs and take up arms against the rampant capitalism that is Sir Uncle Dunk. To take the pulling of the strings and snap them in Uncle Dunk's chest like suspenders. And when we have equalized him, all shall be equal under the International Combat Club, as is right and proper. And then we can do as has been foretold, claim all of the gold from Johann Mjoln and the Absolute Units and Uncle Dunk. And does somebody else have gold right now? Oh yes, Gorm! His gold too. I'm not sure that made much more sense. You know what? I'm not going to call him back to the ring again. We're going to let him go. He's done his thing. You know what? We're going to hear from Sergeant Major Payne later tonight. And by hear from Payne, I mean he's going to have a match later in the evening. I'm sure that all of our title holders all will have opinion. You know who definitely has opinions? The Nightmare Project Khan, who says, what a load of Bolshevik. Sure, you know what? I can't disagree, Khan. But we'll see. But okay, so first off, let's just point out for a second that Tiki the Troll was innocent. Payne himself has said it. Those boots belong to Glycerius. And the Dark Lords, and it wasn't like the ICC told the Dark Lords, oh, hey, blame Tiki. That was totally on the Dark Lords, who, I don't know, maybe they snatched a name out of a hat. Maybe they don't like trolls. Maybe they just hate joy. That last one I could completely believe. But I'll tell you what, folks, we're about to see one of them in action against a person who is probably not any better. You know what? While we're trying to digest whatever the hell it was we just heard, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Hayden Zero.
Yeah, folks, it's Aiden Zero, a man who declared himself the god of wrestling, or just God, but feels he's fallen from his heights and has to reclaim his godhood. I don't know what happens when a man from a cyberpunk dystopian future comes to modern day. Although lately things might feel more like home to him than ever before. But the point is, he's coming down, and yet he's not going to be the worst person in this match, because he's facing one of the Dark Lords. But here he is, folks, Aiden Zero, ready for singles action, and his attempt to reclaim the heavens. You remember the days when we used to cheer for this guy? And folks, he's praying to himself. As he approaches the ring, but folks, it is, I need to point out that this is the last episode of Warzone before the summer solstice. I don't know if that has any significance. The next flashbang will actually be on the solstice, which always worries me when we have a wrestling show on a significant astrological event. But that's Eric Generickson's problem.
And introducing their opponent, XR Kun.
So we go from a wannabe god to a Sith Lord, where at least we know what his problem is. I think he's still stinging from the fact that he got a title shot at the end of last year by being the one person without a singles win. Now, he has had singles wins this year, so that won't happen again. But I still think it's fueling his rage, which, as a Sith Lord, is probably helping him out. And I'm being reminded that on the last episode of Flashbang, which was on Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees showed up and won against Graven Allen, the Chocolate Zombie. It's the first ever multiversal incursion since the introduction of the Interdimensional Championship that succeeded. Meanwhile, XR is feeling the force, where even Aiden Zero's going, dude, too much. Hey, we are about to have the clash of the power trips. And they're off, and oh, kind of a collision in ring, but I think Aiden took the worst of it. So right now, advantage to our resident Sith Lord. And folks, if you're keeping track of if there's anyone else from that multiverse, yeah, we have a dancing stormtrooper over on Flashbang. And a Mandalorian. Who I think is working for a fake queen, or is it Victor? She's working for somebody. Where you go, really? XR is going up top, pointing into the crowd, and diving and catching a fistful of fist to the gullet. And Aiden rolling back into the ring, telling the Sith Lord to get back in the ring. Oh, and down goes XR Coon to that punch from Aiden. Aiden now going for, I guess, his godly right. Aiden, oh! Going for that cutter, but it looks like it cost Aiden a little too. Kick out at one, although to be honest, that wasn't much of a cover. Oh! And getting fooled by X. Oh! Aiden out of the way. Tossing him away, and oh, getting the knees in the back. These two just going back and forth. Oh, bouncing him off the Spanish announce table. Biting his fingers. Which, I mean, they probably taste of force lightning. Aiden going up top. And, oh, just taking him down. Oh, and down goes Aiden. Oh, off. Oh, into those steel steps that are not forgiving. And again, oh. And bringing him back into the ring. Oh! Raining blows. And the force shall set you free. And going for that cover again. Barely. And a kick out at 2, where I'm honestly not that surprised. Oh!
And your winner, Aiden Zero.
Aiden got XR Kun locked in, divided by 0. And that was enough. And now Aiden is telling XR Kun to suck his space balls. Because Aiden's classy like that. Folks, we got a lot going on. Challenges, feuds, and one of the big ones happening right now is Kane has challenged Theron Markov to a death match. Folks, I don't know if you understand. Theron is the master of the death match. And he will be more than happy to tell you about it. Right now.
Rocky Mountain Death Match. Kane and MNW, I'm betting you're wondering what that entails. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, but what I am going to tell you is it's lights out and minimal protection for me and for Kane. You see, this is something I learned in my time in Colorado when I was actually actively working for deathmatch promotions. And MNW's got a lot to learn about death matches and just who rules them. And it's real funny, Kane, because at the end of the day, you're really the only one in Hero Time that's still got a problem with me, and I don't quite understand why, after Mega has made a deal with Hood saying let's pick some targets, but it is what it is, isn't it? And before I get out of here, Payne, you got one over on me at the pay-per-view, but I haven't forgotten, and eventually you will get what you deserve for that, because the fact of the matter is I had Nice Ice lined up. It was over, but you decided to screw me. So both of you are going to be taken dead. Alive is not an option.
Well, there you heard it. That is going to... honestly, it's one of those moments where you sit there and you go, huh, well, that's a choice. But that's fine, because that's what wrestling is all about. People making reckless decisions, completely giving in to their worst instincts and putting life and limb on the line and throwing it away. Speaking of which, and of people also getting involved in other people's matches. At Limit Break, we had a epic match between Tommy Black and Sir Uncle Dunk for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And one of the reasons that Tommy is not currently your Multiversal Heavyweight Championship holder is due to the actions of one Suplex Sam. And Sam has finally decided it's time to explain himself. All right, shut up, you mugs. Look, y'all asking, oh, Suplex Sam, why did you, of all people, get involved in the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship? Well, I'll tell you. It's not just that Tommy Black is a tool that I hate, although he is, and he is. I also realized something really important. Suplex Sam is the last man standing of VIP. Now, that's nothing against El Albatros, but he really is kind of doing his thing with La Family, or whatever the hell they called, and I can respect that. But that means I'm maintaining the VIP brand all by myself. And right now, the VIP way is follow the money. As Ozero always told me, collect the gold and the prestige. And right now, all the money and all the power is held by Sir Uncle Dunk. And I need to look out for me. Sam is looking out for Sam. And so I did the only thing that made sense. And that was to make sure that Sir Uncle Dunk holds on to his power and his prestige. And maybe Sir Uncle Dunk will realize that he owes old Suplex Sam a favor. Now, I'm not, obviously don't want to go after his belt, but, if an opportunity or two maybe slid my way, I would be all right with old Suplex Sam. And that's all you need to know about that, you mugs. All right, that makes sense. Usually people do, you're like, why the hell? Sam selling out is the most logical thing in the world. So with that, it's time to get ready for our next match. But before we do that, we have to hear from one of the participants in said match. We earlier tonight saw the in-ring return of Eustace J. Paragon, who was greeted in the ring by his old friend Mega Rider Nexus. But this also led to a rough encounter between the Mega Rider and the Blue Hood, who had just put their differences behind them. So folks, before we get to our next match, let's hear from Mega Rider Nexus.
I shouldn't be surprised at all this. I can be optimistic at times for my own good, but that's because I have to. Let me share with all of you my origins. Like any other kid in a far-off universe, I grew up watching two things: superheroes and wrestling. They kind of go hand in hand at times. So I trained, worked hard, and got myself into a wrestling show for my debut. But then these monsters and bullies come out. They call themselves the Shocker World Order, who was on the warpath to take over all of the wrestling world with their goons and cybernetic mutant wrestlers. They beat me to the point of retirement, but instead took me away to be made into one of them. I was brainwashed, tortured, and done awful things against my will. That was until I was shown kindness and goodwill. A scientist and good man broke away from them to stop their evil. He did so by helping me free myself from their control and remember the real me. But unfortunately, he lost his life saving mine. It was that good man and the friends I would make later in my life I would realize the true strength of holding on to one's goodwill and faith. And that's why, unlike Paragon and Hood, that I will never lose that again.
And there you have it, folks. And with that, it's time for our next match. Let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Mega Rider Nexus.
There he is, folks, your Henshin hero. Coming to ringside, ready for action against a person who he thought he had buried the hatchet with, but still determined to be a beacon of hope in a dark universe. And he is ready for this matchup, which we got a preview of last week, much to Mega's surprise.
And introducing their opponent, the Blue Hood.
And we just recently saw the Blue Hood join up with Mega Rider, Nexus, and Power Surge to take on the Dark Lords, and cleared the name of Tiki the Troll just when it seemed like they were getting on the same page again. At least close enough to get some work done. Jake, or I should say Paragon, shows back up. And the Blue Hood declares that he doesn't trust Paragon. And that led to him going after Mega Rider. And they're off, and immediately, looked like they're going for, I guess, and now you have advantage with Blue Hood, but they went back and forth a bit before that was established. And, these two are just going back and forth. Reverse DDT from a backflip. And spinning neck breaker. Mega doing his all. Now, folks, in the end, when you're looking at this match, the thing to keep in mind is this is as much a clash of ideals as it is a conflict between two heroes. These two, they are technically now both members of Hero Time again. But it's a question of whose ideology is going to win out Mega's stalwartness or the Hood's aggression? Throwing the Hood towards the barricades, going after him. We are up to an 8 count. Hood's back in the ring. Mega right after. No count out. And again, outside. Seems these two are wanting to settle this in no man's land. We are up to a 3 count. And the Hood thrown back in the ring. These two just are DDT, kneeling DDT outside. Or should I call that the smoke break in honor of Mega's good friend and mentor, Burnout Vaughn. Working it over, Ken. Is this going to give Mega the advantage he needs to pull out the victory? Oh! Hood rolled out of the way. And giving him that twisting neck breaker. And again. These two are giving no quarter. Tope Suicida! Sweep of the legs. Right a kick! Trying to get the Hood back in the ring. The Hood has other ideas! Up to a 7 count, another Tope Suicida! And again, breaking the count. Just constantly keeping it going outside. And just sometimes kick a man in the head. Oh, the knee Working on the Hood's limbs. Going for the pin. Kick out at 1. Oh, flying bulldog. And going up top. Oh, misjudged the distance. Thinking about trying that again, but it didn't quite work out. Oh, the ref was almost in the way. Getting him set up for... Oh, he was I think he was getting ready for a crossfire, but countered by the Hood, who got him in a single bound. I'm sorry, actually, I think that was the speeding bullet.
And your winner, the Blue Hood.
Well, the Blue Hood emerges victorious, but I doubt that has settled much of anything. I think this is far, far from the end of this story. And folks, with that, we still have so much wrestling for you tonight, including the announcement of Sir Uncle Dunk's next opponent, the match between Alistair Evergreen and the Glorious Emperor Probanaga, and of course, in your main event, Devin challenges TJ the Mint Gable for the TTV Championship. And we are proud to bring you all of that action. But first, it's time for us to pay a few bills. So, everyone, we will be back after these messages. See you after the break.
Feel the warm, milky, healing, Jesus-powered goodness that is Lactatanks. Step inside or be thrown in forcibly by registered Anon after you've gotten the shit beaten out of you by multiple people in one wrestling match. We swear nobody has ever died in a Lactatank. What is the Lacta made of in the Lactatank? We have no fucking clue, but we enjoy it anyways, and you will too. Lactatanks, come feel our warm, creamy, healing Jesus goodness.
Multiverse, Nexus Wrestling's Warzone, Flashbang, and Fiery Line are all proudly sponsored by Enraptured Beauty. Our products, rather than using unnatural and harmful chemicals, revitalize your skin by boosting the natural elements already present and enhance your natural beauty so you too can love your best self.
It's morning in Multiverse, and rest of day looms looking to break the barrier like monster breaking human twig in a wrestling ring. But there is remedy. Squash roast coffee, made from finest naturally grown beans for best wake-up energy. That's because every bean have 10 beans within. That'll be 10 times more big energy than competing brand. More than enough big squash energy to power through day. Squash roast coffee. It's big cup of good stuff. Now available in decaf. Oh, but there is need to come down from blood rage.
When you want the most detailed and violent-looking pictures of battlegrounds, look for Perfect Snap Photography. We do bar fights, wars, underground wrestling, and weddings.
My wedding dress, you fat harlot!
Remember, perfect snap photography. It'll be bloody perfect in a snap.
You two can now wage war against the flabby wrestlers of MNW with your own exclusive Zacko action figure. It comes with trios tag belt accessories and nut-kicking action. Pull the cord to hear Zacko's famous quotes.
Get that microphone away from me before I shot up your...
The Zacko Duo action figure, sold separately.
Whether you're working at home or giving your opponent work, we here at Lowe's are there for you. We're here with our sturdy tables and ladders that cease to exist if broken in half. We're here with rings that can stand up to even the most grueling of hoss fights. And when a locker room door is inevitably smashed by an angry lion woman, or a fiery undead leaves burn marks all over your paint, Lowe's will be there with a little elbow grease, a substandard 2x4, and a 6-figure bill. Don't believe me? Listen to these satisfied customers.
You know, I like Lowe's because they have tables that I can put pizza on because everyone else keeps breaking the goddamn tables.
This is Raphael Sampson here to remind you that Lowe's brand lumber is subpar at best. You deserve better. And trust me, I would know. I worship a carpenter.
Sometimes when executing wrestling justice, I've had to break down a few barriers and a few walls.
Oh, fucking damn it, Max, my wall!
Thank goodness I shop at Lowe's so I can get the best deal on replacing and fixing all the walls I break.
Lowe's. Do it subpar for more.
Why?
And now, a message from the brass. This has been a message from the brass.
Have you or a beloved faction member suffered from a preventable workplace injury, jobber discrimination, threatening lawsuits from VIP, or harassment from Trashman Jones? You may be entitled to financial compensation and physical retribution. If so, please call Gorwheel & Associates Law Firm to schedule an appointment. We handle all cases, whether they be civil litigation, criminal litigation, or a backstage beatdown. We understand it's tough out here in the Nexus, and you need someone to both watch your back and break the other guys. So call 1-800-NEXUS-DEFENSE. And remember, you don't pay a fee unless we get blood and money for you.
And we're back. Folks, last we met, the Daggerick issued a challenge to Gorm, saying that he felt the fire from their last match, seeing somebody could still bring it, but wanted to take it to the next level, and challenged Gorm to a more intense match. Gorm, of course, our Nexus Titan champion, having won it from Daggerick. Well, issue challenged. Let's hear the response from the Goliath Gorm. I have to admit, I'm feeling the adrenaline and joy that is being a champion once again in MNW. Being a top competitor, and what's more, I haven't felt this free since the days of the Conquest Bloodline. But I will not let that adrenaline and fury overcome me. What's more, I have to admit that I am impressed now more than ever at Daggerick and his refusal to back down. If anything, I am considering taking Daggerick as my next student. think of what he could do under my tutelage, considering where he already is. But for now, I am going to go very straightforward and accept the rematch for the Nexus Titan Championship. And I only ask that Dagrick first take on an opponent of my choosing. And when he does so, I'll defend it against Dagrick, assuming I'm still champion at that time, in a match of Dagrick's choosing. Yes, I will let the dwarf set the terms. Better yet, let's reverse that. Dagrick, you don't have to face an opponent of my choosing. I'll face an opponent of your choosing. How's that? Put up whoever you want against me. And if I win, then we will clash. All right, that's interesting. I mean, we've had pick your poison matches before. But we've never had a champion call for a pick your poison from his opponent. Well, that'll be interesting. But Gorm, much like his student TJ the Mint Gable, has no intention of backing down whatsoever. Well, I cannot wait to see how that's going to play out. But folks, we need to get on to our next matchup. And this next match, so you heard earlier this evening from Nice Ice admitting that he sent Glycerius to take out Sergeant Major Payne due to Payne's cowardice and faithfulness. Sure, that's a word. And Payne is now off the injured reserved list and ready to get back in action. And so we're giving Payne a warm-up match to welcome him back. So with that, folks, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing Sergeant Major Payne.
There he is, folks, the unknown soldier back in action. Against, I think this guy's name is Street. If I'm remembering correctly. Which is short for street level. But he is going to face the returning Sergeant Major Payne. And Payne soaking in the cheers of the crowd. His in-ring returns since being injured at the hands of his friend Glycerius. And we're off. And oh, headbutt from Street. And just kind of throwing around Payne. Bringing Sergeant Payne up and getting him in a bear hug. Again, oh, and the clap, folks. It's been months since Payne has been in a ring. And, you know, not that long since he finally got out of a hospital bed. Oh, and the crossbody into the pin. And, oh, DDT off the rope. Payne going around. Trying to get Street out of the subterranean level he's currently in. Oh, Luthez. Throwing Payne back in the ring. Street burning some count time to play to the crowd. And maybe that wasn't the best use of his time, giving Payne time to recover. Diving elbow. Trying to bring him to the corner. Oh, lifting him up. Down on his neck. Street going upstairs. One, two. Kick out at two again. Payne blocking him and getting some much-needed offense. Getting a howitzer on the outside. Street bringing it back into the ring. Just dropping Payne. And another DDT. And Street try to shake the cobwebs loose after that attack. Oh, and here we go. Blitzkrieg! And that's all she wrote.
And your winner, Sergeant Major Payne.
Hits the Blitzkrieg and sends Street to the pavement. And there you have it, folks. So, with that, welcome back Sergeant Major Payne, and I'm sure he's making some plans right now based on what we all heard tonight from Nice Ice. And everyone, let's not lose track of the fact that Nice Ice said that he was generously extending an offer for Payne to rejoin the International Combat Club. I have a feeling Payne might not be feeling receptive to that, but I guess we'll have to see what comes down the line. In the meantime, we have some more things that we've got to get figured out, including, and most importantly, well, maybe not most importantly, but of course we have said that later tonight we will hear who is going to be Sir Unkley Dunk's next opponent for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And of course we're going to have in the main event a TTV contendership match between Devin and TJ Gable. And we know that Dagrick gets to pick an opponent for Gorm. And that'll be a Nexus Titan match, which leads the question, what about the Big Oof Championship? Well, don't worry, we're about to find out as we hear from the Big Oof champion, Johan Mjoln. Hear the Son of Thunder and tremble, Multiverse. I am tired of these piddly challenges. I want a real fight. I am going to be heading into my first Multivania, where I hold a title. And I want it to be epic. I want it to be on the level of when I fought McMorgan and we broke the ring. I want it at the level of when I fought Gorm for 5 days straight. I want a true challenge. And what do I find happening? No one is stepping up. No one from Soul Train is coming to take their vengeance. I don't have any worthy challengers stepping up. But if that is how it is going to be, if no one is going to give me the fight for the title that I desire, then I am going to bring the fight to them. And it just so happens that now some giants are free from each other's shackles. What does that mean? Well, you will find out soon enough. But the Son of Thunder is done being passive. It is time for an epic brawl worthy of Valhalla. And I swear if another cruiserweight or small, insignificant wrestler challenges me for the belt, I will crush them. Bring me your best. Well, I guess that's Johan has declared. Now, what's going to come from this? That sounds like a great question. I mean, we have, as the Doomsayer let us know, we are at 47 days between now and Multivania. And so the question is, who is going to step up and face the Son of Thunder? Well, while we contemplate that, I think it's only fair that we get ready for some tag team action. And tag team action that is going to feature Johan's former partners and his last opponent. And speaking of the last person to face the Son of Thunder for the Big Oof, going into this match, let's hear from none other than the social outcast himself, Ignacio Cervantes.
So what have I learned? Using Soul Edge as my source of endurance is not enough. I need to find that other sword, or... Hey, Ignacio, could you go to the Book of Cervantes? Depending on what page, yes. Just page 10. Alright, page 10. Anything that has had contact with Soul Edge can use the same energy signature. That text wasn't written there before. That's good to know. If I ever find the other sword, make sure not to piss him off. In celebration of that information, let's hit this promo on a high note. Oh, I thought you'd never ask. Hey, if using Soul Edge is not your speed, try dancing triangles. Holy shit, you are that other sword. I was just being rhetorical. All this time, I could have been stronger. Talks are going to be more awkward than usual. Or you could do what you've always done, assume situations are going to get awkward, and just use that as an excuse to trade. That's a good plan. I've accepted the fact that I won't be getting sleep anytime soon. And also, your new name is Slice, and the OG over there is Dice. Let's make this simple. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. First we train, and after it comes power.
I don't know a lot of what I just heard, but training, that's always a good thing. Well, right now is not a time for training. Right now is a time for action. Let's head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Troll Train.
So apparently, because of, even though I don't think the placard got updated, because there it is. Because Johan has left them high and dry, they've decided to currently use the old name of Troll Train. So Tiki the Troll and the Punk Master Ghost, and folks, the Phantom fans are on their feet.
And introducing their opponents, Los Villanos Ingobernables.
And there they are, Strongman Bell and Ignacio Cervantes. La Villanos Ingobernables. I still think they should have just stayed with La Familia personally, but you know what? What do I know? It's their culture. All right, now we are starting off with Tiki the Troll and Ignacio Cervantes. And Ignacio bringing the Troll down, and the Troll returning the favor. And, oh, drop kick to the back. And Ignacio rolling out of the ring, probably the safest choice. And snap, suplex. And tagging in Strongman Bell. Youngest member of the Bell family dynasty. And folks, we are going to keep this action going after this commercial break.
The following message has been paid for by blood money.
Have you ever witnessed a beloved JRPG mascot get brutalized? Perhaps a kawaii character from one of your favorite anime has been through a grueling battle. Or perhaps some jackass just gets off on inflicting pain to them. Well, don't just stand there. Pick up the phone today. Hello, I'm Mr. Butler from the Kawaii Universal Protection Organization. Here at Kupo, we provide treatment and recovery for all the kawaii creatures of the world who have been put through the ringer. Our facilities include therapeutic counseling sessions.
Alright, Bernie, calm down! I'm not Paul! Why did we sign up for this?
Exercise regimens for full rehabilitation.
Holy Jesus! Run! No!
Dang nabbit, I told you not to mix up the greens in their diet!
And of course, our serene and peaceful men wards.
Oh, sweet unholy heaven, who let the Tonberries out of the secure way?
Yes, indeed. We spare no expense to ensure the safe recovery of our beloved mascot patients. So don't delay. Call 555-KUPO today. That's 555-KUPO.
The preceding message has been paid for by blood money.
Only those with the right card and the right tastes are fortunate enough to be admitted to the Crimson Cabaret. It is where the most desired, most talented of souls entertain our exclusive club members. We offer 2 levels and live music, be it the voice of a starlet or the company of a charming server. We cater to all tastes, and we are sure to satisfy. So tell us, what is it that you desire?
This is the grand opening of the Wild Fang Coffee. Here you can feel safe with your baristas trained in popping a cap in a dude while crafting the perfect cup of coffee. Each has spent 6 months in combat training and trained by Ramsey himself, the National Coffee Chief. They strive for perfection in every cup. And remember, Wild Fang Coffee. Come steal from us. We dare you.
Seth Jackson here with the Man Dapper. Have you ever been scheduled for a singles match only to discover your opponent is Helix sucks? Have you ever been powerbombed so hard that your bowels come loose from the intestinal lining? Well, if you said yes to any of the following questions, the Man Dapper is here for you. With super absorbent anti-Hershey squirt technology, we have you covered, no matter how quickly you are plummeting towards a splintery potluck table from the 80s. The Man Dapper, because your ass is a winner.
The Man Diaper is not liable for any rashes caused by the misuse of our product, no matter how much Seth says he itches.
When you're the type of...
And we're back, folks, and it's chaos in the ring. The legal men right now are Ignacio Cervantes and Tiki the Troll, who, as you can see, are not fighting each other. And they're, okay, at least the legal men are now back in the ring. Oh, Tiki takes out Cervantes at the knee and is going back after Strongman. Up and down goes the Troll. And whipping him into the corner. Thing is, Tiki's in his own corner. Not that that's helping. Up. And an arm drag takedown with flourish. Into the corner he goes. Double shoulder blocked. Tiki is in the corner. Strongman took a punch from the Punk Master. Oh, whipped him into those turnbuckles the hard way. And, oh, throwing him over. And with authority. And that military press bringing him down, going for the pin. Kick out at 1. On, here we go! 2! 3, Densha Dedalore connects! And a breakup before the count because the ref had to get in position. And again, 1, 2. Kick out at 2 again. And in comes the social outcast. Neckbreaker. Oh, was going for the slicing star, and the Ghost stepped out of the way. And kick to the gut. Ignacio taking Tiki around the world. Hitting him with that inverted moonsault. Ignacio still wanting to go after the Punk Master. Even though the legal man is the troll. And a moonsault. And oh, getting him in the basket and oh, and getting that punch on Strongman for good measure for the breakup. And a Punk Master Ghost is entering the ring. Oh, and down goes Cervantes. And in comes the troll again. And who proceeds to go after the strongman. While Cervantes is trying to collect himself and get back in the ring. And now the legal men are back in the ring, and Cervantes with the advantage. Oh! Or not. Looks like no Nacho Storm for Cervantes, who's confusing PMO! Going for the pin. Kick out at 2. And getting, oh! I don't think that's quite what Ignacio was going after, but a kick to the back of the head like that, I think he'll take it. Elbow to the face. And Ghost Rider locked in.
And your winners, the Troll Train.
And the the Punkmaster Ghost locks in the Ghost Rider and makes the Social Outcast tap. And I think that's a message not just to the locker room, but to their old partner, Johan, saying, we don't need you. Well, folks, that is another match in the books, but we still have a lot of our night to go in, folks. It's time. Well, I promised you. We're going to hear who is going to be the next contender for Sir Unkley Dunk. So let's head to ringside and let's hear from the man himself. Your multiversal heavyweight champion and member of the brass, Sir Unkley Dunk. Oh, I know you've all been waiting to hear who I'm going to be facing. As if it was ever going to be that simple. No, you don't. You have to understand. I have power. I have authority. And I will be choosing my contenders, handpicked from now on. No more rankings or contendership matches. I will only fight who I want, when I want. That's right. Oh, you know, what do you guys think about that ant person? He seems to be a colorful fellow, and yes, he had a little problem with Paragon earlier, but why not? Or what's his name? The Burger Boy. Burgerman, that's it, Burgerman. Yeah, why not give him a shot? Or, oh, I've got an idea. How about we get a second-generation wrestler? Maybe Rocco Brunelli Jr. He deserves a title shot. Oh, I'm sorry, Unkley. I think I got some bad news for you. See, I talked to the Do you know why you can't fire me? Let me explain it to you. I have an old tag team partner of mine is one of the brass. And he's got friends on the brass, and we all agree you're an asshole. This is what I get for not paying attention to wrestling history. That's an unfair advantage. That's nepotism. Oh, you're in so much trouble now, Aldini. As soon as I figure out which one of the brass used to be a wrestler and teamed with you back in the day of Hyper Time Wrestling, heads will roll. Yeah, well, while you're doing that, Unkley, I got some news for you. You're going to defend the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship next week against Malice Prime. No, okay, Jerry, we can come to an arrangement. What's your price, Jerry? Name it. Name it. Anything. Jerry, do you want to take Trixie on a Caribbean cruise? I can arrange that. Oh, I own an island. I actually own 5. Oh, Uncle, nothing will make me feel so rich as to watch you step into the ring with the vehicular incident Malice Prime. Everyone wants to see that. And I mean everyone. No, okay. Fine. You know what? Jerry, you think you've got me, but I'm Sir Uncle Dunk. I always find a way. And I promise you, after I survive this match with Malice, you will rue the day you crossed me. You think you're the first rich bastard I've faced in professional wrestling? I used to fight against, the big shot Sammy Ray. Hell, I used to fight against a mafia wrestler, Vincent the Don Vincenzo. I've seen better. How dare you! Those are all small potatoes compared to Sir Uncle Dunk. I swear, Aldini, you may have your contract set ironclad and I can't fire you. But for doing this, I will find a way to make your life a living, screaming hell. Oh, I hope Jerry Jr. doesn't have any plans to go to a nice college. I have friends on all the boards. I will make you pay, and whoever your friend on the brass is. This I swear upon the name of Uncle Dunk. It's fine, everyone. Thank you. Thank you all. Sit back on. All right, then. Yeah, now that I'm sorry, folks. You know, I try and be impartial. I try and let the show happen and not interject myself. That time in my life is over. But just every once in a while, someone comes up and just needs. If only my contract didn't say I couldn't just punch him in the mouth. That's fine. It's fine. The match is made. And you heard it here, folks. Next week, Sir Uncle Dunk will defend the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship against Malice Prime. See, Sawyer, I told you there was going to be something you were going to like. So, with that, let's, we got to get to our next matchup, which is a grudge match. Last week, the Glorious Emperor Robunaga called out the hardcore hound Alistair Evergreen, wanting a match because of the, I guess, disrespect. Anyway, the point is, we have been seeing so much back and forth between the Night's Watch and the team of Probunaga and Adrian Driscoll, and it's come to this. Nothing else to say, but let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Alistair Evergreen.
Being joined by Westwind, who at Limit Break pinned Adrian Driscoll, the first wrestler to do that. He's now essentially got a standing offer from Driscoll for some kind of deal. But this whole match is happening because Probanaga is upset about losing that match at Limit Break.
And introducing their opponent, Probanaga.
The glorious Emperor himself, who I swear never thought I'd see him like this again. After he abandoned this pomp and circumstance to be the common man, the janitor, and assure his status as a living legend, only to make a deal with that man you see down there, Adrian Driscoll, and go back to his glory days. And folks, the restrooms have been awful. And there he is, and Driscoll coming to ringside with him. As he soaks in the reaction of the crowd, even though it may not be that positive. Coming to ringside to face the Hardcore Hound. Coming to the ring still, soaking in all of the glory he can. At least we don't have to worry about our bit rates anymore. And here you have it. And they're off! Locking up! Oh! And out of the gate, Probanaga, oh! Just slapping the taste out of his mouth. Whipped into the ropes. Oh! Driscoll coming in with a... Or not Driscoll. Evergreen coming in with a kick. The Hardcore Hound planning to live up to his name. And Probonaga getting his momentum back. Oh, kick to the gut. And Alistair bringing it as best he can. And, oh, smash in the corner. Oh, something. I don't know. The ref got in the way. Couldn't see the move complete. That was an elbow. I know that one. Jawbreaker. And hitting him down with the Bit Bomb. And a baseball swing. And tossing him out of the ring, and Driscoll trying to get in the way. Wait, what's he doing to the ring? It's not just that he pulled it off, he threw it in front of Evergreen. Also, there's a chair out there now. Evergreen throwing Probonaga back in the ring. And again, throwing him to the clean corner. And, getting him with that sling blade. Oh, splash in the corner. Going up to Brett's rope and bringing it down. Oh, right in the back. And getting him that Muda stomp. Kick out at 1. Going for the corner, but the ref was in there trying to replace that turnbuckle covering. Driscoll has been very busy over in Probonaga's corner. Westwind is just standing there very calmly. Oh, mind your tongue! Mind your tongue on Evergreen! And the glorious DDT! And a kick out at 2. And with that missile drop, Evergreen seems rattled. Never mind, Jawbreaker. Bringing him back up again. Rolling him over with the Requiem. What else has he got? Elbow drop. Kick out at one. And scoop slam. Probanaga rolling outside. Oh, off the top rope. Now Driscoll getting into it with Evergreen. Oh, and that distraction paid dividends for Probanaga. Hitting him with that spit-out power bomb. Oh! Drop kick to the gut. Showing disdain for Evergreen. Folks, Evergreen is a... Probanaga might be referred to as the Glorious Emperor, but Evergreen is an actual monarch. Bring him up again. Into the ropes. Oh, spear!
And your winner, Probanaga!
And Probanaga seems to be saying something to Westwind, who I'd like to point out just sort of sat there the whole time while Driscoll was doing all kinds of things to help Probanaga. But there you have it, folks. Victory to the Glorious One. And it leaves you to wonder what is coming up next in that feud. But for now, the real question is what's coming up for us. And before we get into anything like that, we have to hear from someone. Last week in the main event, it was the Absolute Units defending the Multiversal Tag Team Championship against the All-Laws. And the match got declared a DQ due to the interference of Shoot Nation. And while Shoot Nation were fighting the units in the ring, out of the ring, up on the ramp, the All-Laws started getting into it, leading to them having a brawl on at the stage. We've got no idea what's going on, but one person who has a lot of questions is Sasquatch Wing. We're going to hear from right now.
Now that this one's brain, I feel like it want to burst out of skull. For the crying of out loud, Samson! What got into you? Things have not been that great for all odds, yes, but not so bad as to put biblical proportions to own tag partner. It's all so fine, too. Another loss to weather, another vow to claim victory in the next fight. But then, bam! Hit from behind. Next thing this one knows, blinding red light fills vision. Another hit on the head. Then this one sees ceiling lights before plummeting to the ramp. Then Samson's face, maybe, got a bit fuzzy before it got dark. This one not know if stress or frustration had overcome Samson, or if it result of Brim's dirty trick from last year. But what had happened after that match is not at all like Raphael Samson. This one, almost afraid to ask this, but this one must know. What in the name of the Bigfoot is going on here, and who, if anyone, needs to be pummeled into fine paste to make this right? This cannot be the end of the all odds. Not like this.
And Sasquatch Wing asks a good question. Why? And maybe we'll get an answer as we head to ringside to hear from Raphael Samson. So let's hear what he has to say for himself. So, Sasquatch Wing, you want to know why last week happened? Well, I have an answer for you, old friend. I, Raphael Samson, have been living in the shadow of Sasquatch Wing. You are the one with all the businesses, the adverts, the acolytes, the love of the fans, everything. The all odds. They never talk about Raphael Samson, only Sasquatch Wing. Even my run as Big Oof champion is only a footnote in its history, where you have won the brawl for the all, won the wish, got us the tag titles with it. Am I jealous? Yes. But more than that, I, in my entire existence, have never been below anyone else until now. That is not a status fitting of one such as I. I should be a warlord. And that is why I betrayed you, old friend. To bring you down to my level. So that I can separate from the weight of your shadow and go forth and conquer once again. I will show you the true beast. I suspected a lot of things, but not that. Folks, I think that's it. I think the all odds are actually over. If that's authentically what's going on. I don't see how they come back from that level of jealousy. I guess time will tell, but in the meantime, folks, you know what? Gonna have to figure that out another night because we have business. We have one last thing to get to tonight, and that is your main event. You heard it earlier this evening. Devin demanding a shot at the tag titles. Instead, he pissed off TJ the Mint Gable enough that Gable is giving him a TTV title shot. And folks, it's time. Say it with me. Let's do this.
The following match is scheduled for one fall and is for the TTV Championship and is your main event. Introducing first, it's Devin!
Well, Devin's been out here claiming he is owed title shot, and this might not be the title he was going after because he wanted a tag title shot for Shoot Nation. But no one is going to say no to singles gold. And again, the TTV Championship brings with it a lot of opportunity, which is exactly what Gable is going for.
And introducing their opponent, they are the TTV champion, TJ the Mint Gable.
Representing the Absolute Units, who all have gold, as does Gable's trainer, the unstoppable Goliath Gorm. Gable attributes Gorm's training to securing him that title. But now he has got his eyes on bigger sights. If he can defend that belt 7 times, he earns a shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. Tonight would be defense number 3. At which point he would only need 4 more in 47 days to earn a shot. And his goal is to be ready for that by Multivania. And there's what it's all about. The Big Red, the TTV Championship. Devin feeling he's due. At least, hey, he's main eventing. But he is going up against the insanely popular TJ Gable. The crowd is loving the units this year. But right now there is still a lot of road he has to get through if he wants to go and main event Multivania. Because, you know, say what you will about Devin, there's a reason why he feels he can make this claim. He beat Ginger Boy in a singles match, and Ginger Boy just recently went up against Unkley for the Multiversal. Devin is not somebody you take lightly, and you can see that by how strong Gable is coming out. Oh, Gable putting that boxing background to good use. Gable having training in amateur boxing. Devin trained as an MMA fighter. Basically, they come from similar enough backgrounds. Oh, and down comes the fist. And again. And down. Gable is not taking this one lightly. I think it's because he knows how bad Devin wants this, and if he doesn't want it just as bad, oh, and here comes Devin, seeing an advantage and pressing it. Now, here's the thing you have to know, folks. Champion's advantage. Gable doesn't lose the belt on a countout, so Devin has got to get it in the ring. And as we saw during the reign of Khan, if Devin wins by DQ, it still counts as a successful title defense. One of Khan's 7 was a DQ win. So Devin has his work cut out for him if he wants to get the belt and break the chain. Snake Eyes! Oh, and that's exactly what Devin needs to be doing. Oh, and that kick, the MMA background coming into play. Stomping down on the Mint. And bringing him up again. Oh, neck breaker, or call it by its proper name, shoot cutter. Oh, it looked like that was a hard hit on the way down for Gable. Oh! Gable walking around, returning to the ring. Oh, Devin went for a wild swing and miss, and I think Devin's busted open. TJ with that fast footwork, and Going for a torture rack. Arm drag. Oh, leaping Luthez press. Now I think Gable's busted open. Shoot cutter! And getting him into the STF. Getting that submission hold locked in. Gable breaks the fingers, gets out of the hold. These two are going hard. You can see the abuse on their bodies. And there's a social media post from his trainer, Gorm. Remember, TJ, it's not the intensity of the rage that matters. It's the sustainability. Keep the rage going at all costs. Oh! And that boxing hook. Going up top. That's a lot of distance. Can Gable do it? Oh, he made the distance but got hit in the gut for his trouble. And again, that spinning kick. Kick out at 2. We got really close to having a new champion. Oh, hung out to dry. Oh, and with that, it looked like he was trying to set him up for an ankle lock. Not quite. Going up top. Guess he didn't like the distance or something. And putting Gable in the corner. Gable was not having any of that. Putting Devin in a corner. Oh, here we go. Getting him uptown. Oh, dropping him. Just throwing him off. Now keeping him in the ring. That's where he wants to win it. Going for the pin. Kick out at 1. Taking him down again. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Devin has never held singles gold. This would be a huge accomplishment for him. Oh! And Devin has been in MNW since the days of the Inquisition. Gable heading out of the ring. Devin going up top. Oh, bringing him down. Baseball slide drop kick. Oh, Gable gets out of the way. Now just punching the hell. Again, that boxing background coming into play. And oh! Up to a 6 count. Getting Devin back in the ring. Devin on roller skates. 1, 2, 3!
Your winner is still TTV champion, TJ the Mint Gable.
3 down, 4 to go. TJ Gable retains. The units maintain their grip on the gold. And TJ makes his teacher proud again. Again, as we said during the show, during that post out from Gorm to TJ about keeping the rage sustained. But folks, that was our main event. A clear victory next week. Sir Uncle Dunk defends the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship against Malice Prime. And we will all see you here then, but until then, we're out of time. I have been your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini.